So yesterday and leading into today, the major headline story in the mainstream media is that of Roseanne Barr being canceled, or the TV show Roseanne being canceled for her racist tweets to Valerie Jarrett. And what I'm going to show with this video is how this story is not unlike any other story in our mainstream media. It is all coded by numbers. And if you don't believe what I'm talking about, please just go look up Roseanne Barr, and when you do, you'll find out that she actually studies Kabbalah. And within Kabbalah, Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism. Within it is the belief that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. And that is what gematria is. It's the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. And literally every day, our mainstream media is coded this way. They highlight certain things in articles. They come out with stories at certain times because they sync up to people's birthdays by the numbers. I have countless examples, so please check them out. It's not only our media. Our told history is scripted this way. Our sports leagues are even scripted this way. Many examples of the scripting going on. So just check this story out. Look, so today the story is that Roseanne Barr blames sleep drug Ambien for her racist tweets. And in gematria, Ambien just so happens to equal 44. Let's type it out for you. Ambien, 44. Roseanne, 44. Also, sleep drug equals 44. Racist tweet equals 44. What are the odds? All these things equal 44. That's the big story now. And you might think, well, there's 4 different things here. What these are is, this is the alphabetic order. So A would equal 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, and so on, right? Z is 26. This is when you reduce it to numerology. So A through 20, it's A is 1, B is 2, but when you get to J, it's the 10th letter, and you have to reduce it. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and so on. K, the 11th, 1 plus 1 equals 2. And these reverse methods just do the exact opposite. Z is 1 and A is 26, and then you reduce it down, right? And the reason for that, it stems back to Hermeticism, which is the belief that everything is the same and everything is the opposite. Think about Kabbalah, how it goes back to the belief that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. God equals 10 in reverse, the numerology way, and 55 in the regular reverse, and look what Satan equals. 55 and also 10. You may have even heard of the Marilyn Manson song that recently came out called Say 10. A big thing in the song, the lyric is, you say God, and I say 10. And the reason he says that is because God equals 10, and Satan also equals 10. And then he says, I say 10. Even on the Big Bang Theory, or on Young Sheldon, if you ever watch that TV show, he has a dream where he thinks he meets the 10 Commandments, but he starts his church called the Church of Binary because of the number 10. And the people even tell him that binary is, opposite. Ones and zeros. Everything's the same, everything's the opposite. There's just plenty of examples I could literally list off. Jesus, 74, just like the word cross equals 74, just like the word Messiah, 74, just like the word gospel equals 74, just like Joshua, just like, Yeshua, just like Muhammad. The list goes on, All of these numbers have a relationship. Even, September 11th equals 77 at gematria. And if you write out World Trade Center, that equals 77. And remember, Flight 77 hit the 77-foot tall Pentagon exactly 77 minutes after takeoff on the 77th meridian. And, even George H.W. Bush was 77 when 9/11 happened, and he was the one who gave the New World Order speech 11 years to the day before 9/11 happened. And then his son was the president during 9/11. And he was the director of the CIA until the year 77. That's right next to the Pentagon. They got hit on the 77th meridian. But, you know, Ambien, 44, sleep drug, Roseanne, racist tweet. They even highlight in the article, her tweet came hours after she said she was leaving Twitter. Leaving Twitter in gematria equals 193, which is interesting because that's the 44th prime number, and the word conspiracies equals 193. And they were talking about her various conspiracies. Conspiracies 193, the 44th prime number. This even came just hours after the Houston Rockets lost to the Golden State Warriors in Game 7, and the total score was 193 points, the 44th prime. Rockets equal 44, James Harden equals 44, Chris Paul equals 44, Game 7 equals 44. A big thing in the game was that the Rockets went 0 for 27 on their three-point shots, but they ended up shooting 44 three-point shots of the game total, you know. So, the odds, always scripted by the numbers. I want to show you the TV show Roseanne, too. When Roseanne was announced, Roseanne got announced on May 16th that it would be returning to ABC. And May 16th just so happens to be 194 days after Roseanne Barr's birthday. And look at Roseanne Barr in gematria. Roseanne Barr, 194. And they announced 194 days after her birthday that they were going to be returning it to ABC. And then, when they did return it, they returned it on March 27th, which just so happens to be 7 months and 7 days, if I could find it here. 7 months and 7 days after Roseanne's birthday. Or before Roseanne's birthday, 7 months, 7 days. Even the article says, nothing has changed that equals 77. And look at Roseanne Barr in a different form of gematria, 77. So let's just look at this story here. Roseanne being fired then. And it was because of this lady right here. She made racist remarks to this one. Valerie June Jarrett. Her birthday November 14th. Interesting, if you go from her birthday to the day Roseanne made the tweets, it's 196 days. Which is interesting because Roseanne's full name, Roseanne Cherry Barr, equals 196. You know, that's how it's done. It's always planned by the numbers. Roseanne Cherry Barr, 196. Think about how this lady is an Obama advisor, and Roseanne's from Hawaii. Obama is supposedly from Hawaii. This is right around the same time we have all of the Hawaii volcano stuff going on. I think volcano even equals 44 in gematria. Hey, I could be wrong. We'll look really quick. A volcano equals 107. Earthquake equals 44 at 107. And Hawaii did even have an earthquake as well. But I'm just telling you, all these stories are created this way to, you know, keep people arguing, keep people entertained, I guess, on things that absolutely don't matter, so we can just continually go to work every single day while other people are sitting in the shadows living it up, you know, keeping us out of the harmony of the way we should be living, you know. This story also, of course, is just to attack conspiracy theory as well, but it's attacking the conspiracy theories that they've created and allowed people to learn, and, you know, just another thing to argue over. That's what they did. They created certain conspiracy theories as well, and they popularized them, and then people sit and argue over them, and that, you know, you can never fully prove it, whatever else. And that's what it's all about. So they're attacking it, making fun of conspiracy theory, and then you sit here and show something that truly exists, such as Kabbalah, and that people are practicing it, and how it's all coded by the numbers. And every single day you show these news articles are coded this way, people just don't take it seriously because they know of all these other conspiracy theories that, you know, they just think are absolutely ludicrous, like the flat earth, or everyone's a tranny, or, you know, even chemtrails and whatever else, the Mandela effect. So they've created conspiracy theory, and then they attack their own conspiracy theories on purpose, you know, just to keep creating this division. It's really obvious when you can see it. Even, you know what, even the guy who put the negative connotation on conspiracy theory, his name was Richard Hofstadter, and if you look him up, he was born on the 218th day of the year, and conspiracy theory equals 218 in Gematria, and he died 2 months and 18 days before his birthday. So, you know, all by the numbers. So, hopefully that makes sense. If you want to know more, check out the other video I made that's a lot longer in regards to Roseanne, because there's a big narrative that's connected to a lot of interrelated things that stems back to, yet again, Kabbalah and how everything is interrelated in this world. So, it's a lot to take in, but check out that video if you want to know more. And check out some other videos. The video links in the description. Lots of other people talking about this now. So, have a good one. Peace.